Hello, my name is Katie Holm and I am with the Ellensburg Downtown Association. Thank you for the opportunity to present our proposal to support Places 2026, the statewide preservation and Main Street conference right here in Ellensburg on October 7th through 9th. The Ellensburg Downtown Association is a nationally accredited Main Street program with a mission to support downtown businesses through our four committees: design, outreach, economic vitality, and promotions. Each year, more than 1,400 volunteer hours support our events, beautifications, and fundraising that directly contribute to tourism and our community vibrancy. Places is a 3-day statewide gathering of preservation professionals, Main Street leaders, business owners, and civic partners. Because this is a required conference for all accredited Washington Main Street communities, attendance is guaranteed from over 30 cities and towns statewide, meaning nearly every participant will travel more than 50 miles to get here. It rotates annually, highlighting one Washington community at a time. Ellensburg has been selected as the host for 2026. The conference is projected to draw more than 370 participants, with 95% traveling more than 50 miles away and staying an average of 2.5 nights. This translates to over 833 projected room nights in Kittitas County. The timing of this event is important. Places bring significant overnight stays during the fall shoulder season, a time when our hotels and restaurants benefit the most. Attendees will dine, shop, and explore our historic downtown, generating lasting economic impact. By design, Places fully aligns with LTAC funding priorities. It attracts overnight visitors from more than 50 miles away, generates out of state tourism, and creates significant lodging and economic impact across our community. Prospective host communities must go through a rigorous application process to demonstrate their readiness to host a conference of this caliber. And it's important to note that Places attendees are not your average conference goers. These are professional community builders who seek to fully immerse themselves in the places that they visit. Ellensburg was selected because of our central and accessible location between Seattle, Spokane, and Portland. We also offer a walkable, historic downtown paired with vibrant arts, museums, and cultural assets. Hosting Places here will not only showcase our unique community, but also make the conference easily accessible for attendees statewide. Places has a strong track record of measurable tourism outcomes. In 2024, Walla Walla hosted 385 attendees across the country. From places like Idaho, Louisiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Texas, and Oregon. Nearly half of the attendees had never been to Walla Walla before. On average, they stayed 2.4 nights, spent about $380 each outside of lodging and registration, and most said they were very likely to return. For the 238 non local attendees alone, that meant more than $173,000 invested back into their community in a direct local impact. In 2023, Vancouver welcomed 347 attendees who stayed an average of 2.5 nights, spent $253 excluding lodging and registration, and generated more than $204,000 in local impact. And in 2022, Wenatchee hosted 295 attendees for the first post COVID Places, which still produced $168,000 in local impact. Together, these results show that Places consistently fills hotel rooms, drives significant visitor spending, and shines a spotlight on its host community. Ellensburg is ready to build on that success in 2026. Places is a $100,000 professionally managed ticketed event coordinated by the Washington Trust for Historic Preservation and Washington Main Street in partnership with the Ellensburg Downtown Association. Core costs are covered by registration and sponsorships. LTAC funds will be used strictly to enhance tourism through marketing, facility rentals, transportation, and materials that guide attendees into our local businesses. To be considered as a host, communities must show $10,000 in sponsorship commitments. Ellensburg has already exceeded that with $14,500 in cash sponsorships and $11,000 in kind support already committed. LTAC funds will supplement, not replace, these contributions. With lodging tax support, we will amplify tourism outcomes through marketing and outreach, both regionally and statewide, invest in facility and equipment rentals that showcase Ellensburg venues, programming and keynote speakers that draw statewide attention, and visitor experience materials like maps and itineraries that keep attendees exploring our community. We have secured broad community support for this event, including letters from the Kittitas County Commissioners, the Mayor of Ellensburg, Central Washington University, the Chamber of Commerce, and the City of Ellensburg's Historic Preservation Planner. Together with our museums, art groups, and hotels, this ensures a well supported and impactful conference. This is not just a one time benefit. The last time Ellensburg hosted Places was 9 years ago, and the attendees continue to return as leisurely tourists. Hosting in 2026 builds Ellensburg's reputation as a conference ready destination, strengthens our partnerships, and drives long term economic activity for our community. In summary, Places 2026 will bring hundreds of overnight visitors, generate more than 800 room nights during the shoulder season, and showcase Ellensburg's unique downtown to a statewide audience. With LTAC support, we can maximize the tourism outcomes and ensure a lasting legacy for our community. Thank you for your consideration, and I welcome your questions.